When we are dividing with decimals, we're going to use long division and follow the standard algorithm, which is to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then repeat that process until we can't anymore. When we take one number divided by another, the first number is the one that goes underneath the division sign, and the other number goes outside. When we're dividing with decimals, we're just going to move the decimal point straight up. And we're going to ask ourselves this question. We're going to divide. How many times is 1 divisible by 5? Well, 5 doesn't go into 1 at all, so you're going to put a 0 there. Now we'll move on to 15. How many times is 15 divisible by 5? The answer is 3. Next, we'll multiply. 3 times 5, 15. Next, we'll subtract. 15 minus 15 is 0. Once you've subtracted and have a 0 and don't have any numbers left, you are finished. We'll look at the same thing here. We're dividing, and a number that we are dividing has a decimal in it. We're going to raise that decimal straight up. First, we'll divide the first digit. Does 7 divided by 26 give you a whole number? It does not, so we'll put a 0 there. Now we're looking at 78 divided by 26. I'm going to use estimation here. I know because of my use with quarters that 25 goes into 75 3 times, so I might try 26 times 3. If you're not sure, you can always do that off to the side. It's exactly 78. I was about to erase this, but I'm going to urge you not to do that because whenever you're multiplying by this number, it may come in handy a little bit later. So I've divided, I get 3. Now I'll multiply. 3 times 26, we just said, is 78. The next step would be to subtract. 78 minus 78 is 0. My next step is to bring down. So I'll bring down the 2 and then repeat. Now I need to divide 2 by 26. Well, 2 is not divisible by 26 evenly. I've brought a number down. I can't divide. I must bring a 0 up top. Then I can multiply 26 times 0, and that's going to be 0. Subtract, I still get 2. Now I can bring down the 6. Repeat the process. 26 divided by 26 is 1. 1 times 26 is 26, and when I subtract them, I get 0, so I know I am finished. I'm just going to rewrite this one to give myself a little bit of room. Same process here, even though the numbers seem a little bit uglier, we're just going to go through it. There's a decimal in the number I'm dividing by, so I have to move it up top. Does 518 go into 0 evenly? It does not. Nor does it go into 9. Nor does it go into 93. 500 does go into 932, and I'm estimating 500 would go into 1,000 twice, so a number bigger than 500 can't go into a number smaller than 1,000 twice, so this is going to go in 1 time. Now I will multiply. 518 times 1, 518, and then subtract. Okay. Can't take 8 away from 2, so I've got to borrow 1 from here. 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. 9 minus 5 is 4. I need to now bring down another number, and I have 4,144. Now I'll repeat the process because I brought down, and I need to divide 4,144 by 518. And I can estimate here that this is 5 into 40, and that would go in 8 times. So I'm going to check 518 times 8 and see if that works. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14. 8 times 5, which is the number I estimated here, would be 40, plus 1 would be 41. So I know that this works. So the answer up here is 8. Then I'll multiply 518 times that 8 and get 4144. Subtract, I'll get 0. I have no other numbers here, so I know I am finished.